My name is Nicola Sher-Geismar of NCG. I was pretty into breaking and going to the jams and training. It was my life for about 10 years. There comes a point in everyone's dance career where you get an injury. Unfortunately, back in 2011, I snapped my ligament. I couldn't place any impact through my knees. So that, for me, was a case of being on my back, not being able to dance. I took from that and I learned from that. I couldn't sit still because I'm quite a fidgety person. I've got a lot of explosive energy in me, so I needed to find a way to channel my expression in a different way. I was teaching pole fitness at one of the studios that I teach at. I'm also a Pilates trainer and teacher. So I started playing around with this concept of being high and working with suspension. Using the pole, and found that I could still really express myself as dynamically as I felt I needed to, but without placing stress and impact through my knees. So I started to connect the dots between what I was working on the pole and how I could connect the dots between that and my love of hip-hop culture and street culture. So I just went outdoors one day, took a friend of mine, she snapped some photos of me and decided that the closest thing to what I was working on in the studio with the pole was the street posts and lamp posts of Soho. I just found that, climbing the structures in the street and pulling various different positions and freezes off them, I felt that was just much more in line with who I was and what my influences and inspirations were. What began as something that was very much conditioned to the street posts and lamp posts has now grown and developed into a vision much bigger than that. So I now embrace all the pieces of furniture on the street and what surrounds us. We're talking, doorways, scaffolding, walls, and really it's a case of how I can best negotiate my physicality within these urban spaces, drawing directly on that freeze component, static shape in space, which very much pulled from my love of breaking and applying it to our cityscape. So I've been going with this City is My Playground by NCG, and I've been working out in New York, taking on the structures of New York City, which are quite different. And these are the little details you start to pick up on how structures from city to city and from continent to continent are very different. You start to appreciate your environment in a whole nother way, and it really highlights these objects as being something that are far beyond just walking past them every day and not even taking a blind bit of notice to a lamppost, which just seems so mundane.